Bust it down, shorty, yeah, show me what it do. Hey, bust it down, shorty, yeah, show me what it do.
3, 2, 1. In the Sky podcast, and today we have Gavin, who is an up-and-coming hip-hop artist. Introduce yourself a little bit.
I make weird shit. I honestly just fuck around in FL Studio and see what I can do, and whatever comes out, I just call music. Like, that's basically all about my music. And then me, I'm just a little white kid from like the suburbs, just trying to like get my mind out there.
Okay, and how old are you?
I'm 16.
You're 16, and
Yeah.
where are you from?
I'm from like a little town outside of Atlanta, like 45 minutes away, called Milton.
Oh yeah, what was your like upbringing like for you?
Well, my dad like always working, and my mom a stay-at-home mom, but like I always grew up super independent. Like, I've grown up pretty much without my parents. Like, they tried to raise me, but I just didn't learn like that, so I had to go and like make the mistakes to learn from them. I couldn't just learn from whatever they said. It's almost like I didn't believe them. And I grew up, like, I go to a small Christian private school, and like, I'm not even Christian, because I started off Christian, my parents taught me, and that's what I knew, but then I just, like, I'm not against Christianity, it's just not for me. I believe aspects of it, and I think, like, it helps people. Like, I think you being Christian is a good thing, because that means you're striving to be a good person, but I don't think that, like, you have to be Christian to be a good person.
Okay, so you kind of had to switch between, not having having faith to having faith. What kind of cut that off for you?
Yeah, the only reason I really switched was like I'm a very logical person. Like, my whole writing process is fucking, like, I gotta count the syllables, I gotta make sure the words perfectly rhyme, gotta like do all that shit, cause I can't like if you ask me like what is God, like, I can't give you a full answer, but I'll give you my fullest answer, cause I have to think through that shit. Otherwise, like, I get annoyed. Like, I can't just have a question with no answer. Like, I'm fucking amazing at math and science, because that shit is like, take these principles, apply them to whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas English and history, it's like fucking regurgitate the information.
Okay, so when did you start making music?
I started like a year and a half ago, because I was dating this girl, and then we dated for 5 months. I broke up with her, and then I was all pissed because like she was my first love or whatever. And so I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna make some turn up hip hop shit. And then I started writing, and I'm like, dude, this is therapeutic as fuck. And then I just made it more real. Like, I don't have turn up stuff. I'm working on it, but like, I don't have it out right now. But like, that's how it started. Like, it started almost as a joke. Like, I was just trying to make a funny song, like roasting her. Like, I was trying to make a diss track. But then I never released that, because I'm not like, me and her are still friends right now.
Fuck
yeah. Like, there's no reason to be rude and shit. So I just made a diss track, and then I found like it was so much fun. So I just kept doing it, except like making real stuff instead of just, hey, fuck you for not being good enough. Like, what the hell? Like, why would I do that?
Yeah, exactly. So from then, you're just kind of trying to make a diss track, have fun with it, and then you figured out it was therapeutic, towards whatever you were dealing with. So how'd you take the step into, being more serious about and actually putting out, an EP? So how'd that come about?
So I've had this family friend who lives up in Baltimore, and, I FaceTime her like every now and then. And so she's like, I always wanted to be an artist manager. And so we were talking, and then I like told her some of my lyrics, because I couldn't put shit to the beat. Like, I had no flow whatsoever. And so I just told her some of my lyrics. She's like, that's good, but work on the flow. So I would just sit in my room for like hours a day working on my flow, figuring out all that shit. And now like I just decided to take it serious because like music has always helped me. I've always loved music. Like from a little kid just sitting in the car, my mom always had to tell me like stop singing along. I just want to listen to the music. Like, cause I always have my headphones in, so I'd be listening to a different song. And then I, like music plays such a big part of my life that I wanted to try and make it. And then when I tried to make it, it was so, like, my first music was so shit. Like if I listened to it right now, I'd hate it. But the music I put out now, like I love, like everything about it I love. I love how the drum hits right there. Like to me, my music is perfect for me. You know, there may be like some small things I dislike, like oh, I don't like how I said this word, don't like, you know, I missed the beat right here, but I picked it up. Like I just took it seriously because I got better. And I only got better because it was so therapeutic. So really I didn't take it seriously from the beginning, but after I wrote like my first song that I liked, I started taking it seriously.
Okay. Now you mentioned that you've been listening to ever since you were like growing up, and like your mom and yourself listening to different music while you were in the car. What kind of music did you find yourself, you know, liking in your younger days?
So at first I was like really into rock when I was like 6. Like I'd always be listening to rock. And then I was listening to, you know, this back when I was Christian. My mom's like, oh, there's this Christian rapper that like all these high school kids like. You should listen to it. This is when I'm in like 7th grade maybe. And she gave me this artist NF, which I'm like, dude, this guy like it's fucking great. And then I was into gaming like heavily. So you know FaZe Clan?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know how like in their early days they were super like buddy with Logic.
Mm-hmm.
I discovered Logic. First song was Flexecution. Then I listened to Under Pressure, and I fucking loved that album. And then I realized what like music can really do when he put out Everybody. And I just fell in love with Logic. Like I've listened to all of his mixtapes. I know every word to every Logic song. Even like the new Supermarket album, know every word. It's not really rap, but you know. And so I grew up listening to first rock and now rap. But I also still listen to like weird shit. Like Billie Eilish, she's pretty mainstream now, but like I was listening to her a while ago. But like she has some weird sound, you know. Denzel Curry is a fucking beast.
He's a legend.
JID. Yeah,
actually I
JID
interviewed
too.
His brother. If you didn't check that out.
Damn. I gotta check that out. But and then JID, fucking JID. Oh my god, bro, he can go off.
I fuck with
He can just go off.
Jid, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Never really listened to Billie Eilish. Don't really know what her. I mean, she's a really cool like fashion icon, but as far as music, I haven't really. I don't have an opinion because I haven't listened to her music. I definitely need to check that out though.
Yeah, no, she has like a weird style. Like she isn't. Like I don't know how I describe it. Honestly, I'd describe it as like indie.
Indie,
I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely need to check that out. What inspires a lot of your music?
So I go to school every day, and I personally deal with like social anxiety and depression, whatever. But I will like figure out what my problem is with someone. Like, oh, I hate this person. They're being so fucking fake. And then I write about that, but not how much I hate them. I'd go back and be like, why are they being fake? Like, what pushed them to the point where they don't feel comfortable being themselves? Like, I don't know for sure, but I'm like, hypothetically, like, you know, maybe they were themselves in 6th grade. They got bullied, you know, like almost trying to defend them from me. That sounds really attacking, but you know, I want to see both sides of the story. Like, on my song Listen, there's a switch where at first it's like, you have to be crazy to believe in religion. But then the next part is like, you have to be dumb not to. So I try and see both sides of the story. Or sometimes if I'm really dealing with something, I'll come in with that. Or if I'm feeling some emotion, some real fucking emotional, I'll go and write about that. Like, I'll come home and just pretty much vent. And that's where all my music comes from.
See, that's what a lot of people use music for, is kind of an emotional outlet. I think that's really cool because then, someone listening can listen to the music as an outlet. I definitely like that about a lot of people, and your art as well. What would you say your like recording process is?
So it's funny you say this. So I will at first I'm always on Snapchat because that shit's just a big time waste. I don't know why I spend so much time on there. But I'll play a beat from my computer out loud. I'll record myself freestyling to it. And normally I'll say something like on the topic, like I'll start with some line that I like, and I'll just freestyle. And then I'll take whatever parts of the freestyle I like, the flow or whatever, and then I'll write a rough draft. I'll record that, like not really trying, and then put some effects on it that I want to see how it will sound. And then I'll rewrite whatever I didn't like, and then go back and really record it. And I'm so fucking particular on recordings. Like, if I say one letter wrong, I hate it so much. Like, I can't listen to it. Like, I've played it for my friends and have been like, what's wrong with this? And I'm just like, no. You heard the C on can? I hated it. And I'm so fucking particular about my recording because I feel like I don't record in the studio. I just record at home. Like, I have a microphone. I just basically turn off everything so that way it's silent. And I'll just fucking go at it. Like, sometimes if I have to yell, I'll step 4 feet away from the mic just so that way I don't fuck up the mic. And I'll just turn up the gain if I need to.
Shit. Yeah.
Yeah. But I basically just do a rough draft and then go at it again with a final draft.
You being in high school and all, and then having your peers around, and sometimes people can look at someone pursuing a hip-hop career as being, washed up or whatever. Have you had any experiences like somebody giving you a hard time or somebody trying to call you out, like something like that because of your music?
For sure. I don't want to say everyone hates white rappers, but I go to a private school and everybody, they just want to be black. And so that's what people think I'm doing with my hip hop or whatever. I'm not. That's just the way I vent. It started more as poetry than rap. This wasn't I didn't go out and be like, I'm gonna be a fucking great rapper. No, it started as singing, then it started as poetry, then it went to rapping. But so many people have hated on me for music, but it's understandable because I'll put out some whack ass shit. The first songs I put out were terrible, and someone would come up to me and make fun of them or make fun of me for them, and I would just honestly ignore it. I kind of just let that shit roll off my back. I'd tell him, I kind of put it out there for me, not for you. I don't really care what you think, because if my music is for you, then you'll like it. If my music's not, everyone has an opinion. I don't really like trap, but a lot of people do. I'll listen to it at parties, but I won't sit alone in my room and listen to it. A lot of people do. Does that make their music better than mine? It's all up to really how you like music. If you like 808s and really hard drums, you're probably gonna like trap more. But if you like some smooth guitar, you may like jazz. People all have a different taste in music, and I feel like people always go, "Oh, your music's shit." Not even just to me, to a lot of people. There's 2 other kids trying to be rappers in my school. No cap, they are a little trash, but
you need to bury those kids, man. You need to show them that you're the best rapper in your school.
Low-key thinking about, they've asked me for features and shit. I'm like, fuck no. I don't want to be on.
Tax them.
But, I don't care about being fucking famous or being rich and shit. I just want my music to help people. And I don't feel like me being on a record with some dude going, look at me, I fuck all these bitches in my school. Nah, I don't give a fuck if you fuck bitches in the school. I'm just trying to say, why you fucking them bitches? Your daddy don't love you? What's going on? And I just, I want to explain some deep shit. It doesn't have to be, I have this one song fucking called Bust It Down. That'll probably go on my next album. That's all about just a funny ass story. But like there's a lesson in it. Like you don't have to like I feel like music should have a message. Whether you get the message I'm trying to convey or not, I feel like you should get a message from the music. Now not all music has to have a message. Like obviously J. Cole, fucking all of it has a message that could be taken 100 different ways. But you listen to Lil Pump, like that's fun to turn up to. But you like it doesn't really have a message. It's more racks on racks. So
His message is the flex.
Yeah. Which I don't think is a good message because people, like that just leads people to, I need money, I need this, I need that. What you need to be is content. Like, love yourself, fuck with who you fuck with, be content. If you have enough money to afford a place to live, food, I think you're good. And if you're doing what you love. If you're working at some shitty 9 to 5 just to fucking get by, dude, like you fucked up. Like, I think anyone can pursue their dreams. Like, I don't think I'll be fucking Drake, but I do think, shit, might be. But I think I'll be, like, I just need to be successful so bad. Like, I just want to be able to pay for my life by rapping because it's what I love. And it doesn't have to be rap. It could be singing. Fuck, if I could sing. Like, I just want to make music for people because music helped me so much.
But back to earlier when you were talking about, you know, kids not really fucking with your music on certain circumstances.
Yeah.
You gotta look at it like this. Some people think Kendrick Lamar's trash.
Agreed.
Some people think Kendrick Lamar's trash. And he's, like, you could, at the end of the day, you could be the best artist, best guitar player, best singer, best writer. But if you don't have an image behind you or a team behind you, then you ain't shit. That's just how it is, man. Like,
completely agreed. Like people, if people don't fuck with you, like if you have no one that fucks with you in the beginning, no one's gonna fuck with you. You could be spitting some insane shit. Like, you could be the next lyrical miracle. You could be fucking Eminem. But if he didn't have like the Eminem behind him, like you just had his music, no one's going to listen to it because you have to have that image.
Yeah, in order to create your own universe, you got to have some sort of a big bang, piss somebody off, just like 6ix9ine. I mean, that's why they say he's the modern day Eminem because his whole thing was pissing somebody off.
Yeah, no, he's funny as fuck though.
Who, 6ix9ine?
Yeah. He's like, he'll just do some dumb shit. I love how he goes like, oh, I ain't no snitch, gets sentenced, and he's like, you hear this man do that? Like, it's funny to me.
Yeah, he's fucked, man. But the cool thing about Eminem is that he actually makes songs that appeal to emotion, regardless of his like whole image, or his old image, basically of I don't give a fuck, white trash, burn this bitch down.
Yeah, no, he's so fucking talented. Like, anytime I listen to an Eminem song, I won't like it. The second time I listen to it, I love it. Like, because I don't know why. The first time, the flow just sounds so weird to me. But then the second time, I'm like, dude, he fucking bodied that shit. Like, I don't think I've heard a bad Eminem track. Like, I mean bad, like, that I couldn't listen to. But I've heard, like, so many other rappers. Like, personally, I don't like Drake, but I know a lot of people do. There's a bunch of songs by Drake that I just can't finish. I've never heard one by Eminem.
Yeah, all his songs are good. Like, Eminem's got, like, great storytelling elements, great flow, great appeal to emotions. The motherfucker can even sing to a degree. Like, and it's just all because he's an image and he's confident and he has connections.
Yeah, no. Like, I wish I knew connections, if that makes sense. Like, I'm trying to just find where to go next, because it's like, okay, I got music, where do I go with it? Because you obviously can't just put out music and be like, oh, I'm an overnight success. Like, that's not how shit works. You gotta fucking grind for it. Like, I found you to another rapper. Yeah, like, I'm like, I'm just trying to find shit to, like, grasp onto to try and get a little higher.
And maybe those kids that, you know, go to your school and make music, maybe, you know, you gotta fuck with people that fuck with you, because from what I hear, it doesn't sound like a lot of people, like, you've connected with a lot of people from music.
Yeah, I haven't.
But maybe, you know, you might think those kids are trash, but maybe with a little bit of your encouragement and say, hey, man, you should work on this, you work on this, maybe y'all can start something. I don't know. That's up to you, though. You gotta have some sort of a team.
True. I don't know what I'd do for a team right now, because it's literally just me in my fucking room fucking around. Like,
So you don't have no studio or nothing you go to?
nah. Like, I literally do all this shit on my own. It's fucking hard as hell, but like, I wish I had someone, like, I know studios to go to, I just don't have the money for them. And then I know, like I know people, like the other two rappers, that I just don't fuck with them because, like, they're just not my type of people. Like, I'm not the type of dude to go out to a party, fuck 10 bitches, get high, get wasted, come back, do it again the next day. Like, I'll do that maybe once every 3 months. Like, I'm not the party guy. So I'm not gonna try and make some fake party shit. Like, I try and make what's real to me. Like, if I'm in a party mood, I'll make some party shit. Like, I got some party shit just stored up right now. But I'm not gonna, like, force it, you know?
Yeah. You can't force nothing. You gotta kind of just go with how you feel about things.
Mm-hmm.
But are there any, like, shout outs you want to give to anybody?
Fucking shout out to, I don't know, dog. Shout out to my dad for telling me to do this shit. I don't know.
Thank you for listening to the In the Sky podcast, and thank you so much, Gavin, for coming on here, man.
No problem, man. It was great.